Need some coins to that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out mudpacks.com where you guys can open up exciting packs, win tons of mud coins, and withdraw the coins to your account. Use code ZERK for 15% off.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
So last year, guys, the Team of the Year promo came out on January 25th, and we had community voting a week before that, a little bit over a week before that. The community voting tab went live. We were able to vote on the Team of the Year players we wanted. However, as you guys know, we are now, January 18th, and we haven't seen EA say anything about the Team of the Year promo. With that being said, I wanted to do some predictions. I don't know if we're going to get voting or not, but we'll do some predictions. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Colosso for being a part of the Toty gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn notification bell on and comment down below. Toty gang. Also, guys, don't forget to check out the new booster on Underdog Fantasy. All you guys have to do is go to the Discord, which I will leave in the comment section. Go check it out. Head over to announcements and fill out the Google form. As long as you guys have signed up, you use code ZERK to match first deposit up to $100. Go to the Discord, fill out the Google form, and then vote on the team that is going to get boosted for the rest of the playoffs. So whichever team wins that voting, if they win this game, the next game after that, and then the Super Bowl, whatever, if they advance, every single time they advance, someone on that team is going to get a booster. Do not miss out on this free pick. So let's go over my Team of the Year predictions. For those of you guys that don't know what the Team of the Year promo is, I do want to say this. Number one, for your predictions, and I'm sure you're going to go down in the comment section and tell me that I'm dumb for having this person or that person or whoever in this video. Just know the Team of the Year promo is not always necessarily the absolute top best player at their position from the year. A couple things you have to keep in mind here. Number one, the overalls of these cards, they're probably all going to be 96s. Last year, we had 197, which was the player of the year, and the rest were 96s. So if you're going to go down in the comment section and comment someone who has a 95, they're not getting a Team of the Year. And number two, you have to keep in mind who is going to win NFL honors. EA are probably not going to give a player who they think has a chance at winning Comeback Player of the Year or Offensive Player of the Year or MVP or Rookies of the Year, whatever. They're not going to give them a Team of the Year player, so just keep that in mind as well. So with that being said, my quarterback that I think we could see is Jared Goff. Now, I will say honorable mention of maybe Justin Herbert here, but I'm going to go with Jared Goff. He had a really, really good year. He also, I will say this, potentially is in contention for Comeback Player of the Year, but I think at this point, Saquon Barkley's probably locked that one up. So Jared Goff had a great season. I think he'll get the QB. Like I said, although this promo may not always be the absolute best player at their position that ends up getting the Team of the Year card, Josh Jacobs, I don't think is going to win Offensive Player of the Year, and I think he's a safe pick for EA to go ahead and do with the Team of the Year promo. So I'm going to give this to Josh Jacobs. He did lead the NFL in rushing yards, and I think he could very well get this card. As for the fullback, because we do get a fullback with Team of the Year, honestly, it's a really, really hard pick. A little bit of a biased pick here. I'm going to go with Reggie Gilliam. Shout out to you, Reggie. I know he watches the vids, and also he's really big into mutts, so hopefully he gets his card. Now, we do tend to get 3 wide receivers when it comes to the Team of the Year promo. Last year, we did get 3 wide receivers. Starting off, we're going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. He did have over 100 catches, over 1,100 yards as well. And we'll get into the other 2, but I do just want to mention this honorable mention. And again, the reason why he's not going to be in this video is because as of right now, I believe he is the betting favorite to win Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson. Davante Adams currently only has a 92 overall most feared champion, and he absolutely balled out this year, put up some monster stats. I would say this one is probably guaranteed, to be honest. I don't think he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year. That one should, as I said, go to Justin Jefferson. And another wide receiver who put up a monster season is Stephon Diggs, who only has a 92 overall. And funny enough, this was also a most feared card. So 2 of the 92 overall most feared wide receivers that we got haven't had an upgrade since, and to be honest, I think EA did it on purpose. I think they kind of assumed these guys would end up getting Team of the Year. Now, by far and away, the best tight end in the NFL this year obviously was Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce also had a 94 overall card, or has a 94 overall card right now with the All Madden team, so I think it's going to go to Mark Andrews. However, I want to say honorable mention here, could be Evan Ingram, who really came on strong towards the end of the season, whereas Andrews was kind of like the opposite. He had a really good start to the year, still had more yards, I think actually the same amount of catches and more touchdowns though than Evan Ingram, and has this 92. Now getting into the defensive side of the ball, and don't worry, there are going to be more offensive players I will talk about here shortly when we get to the specialist department there, but when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, Myles Garrett at right end put up a very good season. Once again, per usual, he tends to get a team of the year like almost every single year, and I think this year is no different. Another most feared card that I think we'll see a 96 of. Now at left end, obviously I feel like Max Crosby has to get this card. Now, of course, 49ers fans, you're about to go to the comment section and say, where is Nick Bosa? Well, I think it's very apparent right now there are pretty much two players who are competing for Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa. So I do not expect to see either of them in Team of the Year. And I'll be honest, when I was making my list, it really seems like defensive tackle is the hardest one to really give Team of the Year to, because we get two defensive tackles, one for specialist and also one just for defense. And pretty much all of the top DTs that I instantly thought of, Chris Jones, Quinnen Williams, Dexter Lawrence, all of them have 95 overall cards. So yeah, none of them are going to get a Team of the Year. I'm going to go with Daron Payne, who had a very good season. And like I said, last year we did get two defensive tackles, one with specialist and one just with defense. Daron Payne for one of them and Christian Wilkins for the other. Oh, and middle linebacker, I'm going to go with Roquan Smith. He had 4.5 sacks. I believe he was third in the NFL in tackles as well. And I feel like it seems like a cool thing to do to give the player who was traded to the Ravens midseason and just got a monster contract extension as well. I think you'll get this card, hopefully to be good. And right outside linebacker, I'm going to go with Alex Highsmith. You may not even know who this is. I feel like a lot of people may not know because he's not a big name player just yet. But he did actually have 14.5 sacks this year and only has this 87 overall Team of the Week. I'm going to give it to him. And tied for second in the NFL in sacks is Hassan Reddick, who actually tied Myles Garrett as 16. And he only has this 88 overall Gridiron Guardian. I think, again, this one should be a pretty surefire lock. Well, again, last year, guys, we had 3 cornerbacks. And I'll be honest, cornerback is another really hard one here because a lot of the players there have high overall cards. There are 2 players who I feel like potentially could win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but I actually have one of them on this list. However, the other corners, I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey, although at times this year he definitely got burnt a lot, I will say that. He also did have 2 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and I believe 4 interceptions, had a lot of tackles, and it'll be a really hyped up card that EA loves to give us Jalen Ramsey cards. Makes a lot of sense. Now, like I said, Defensive Rookie of the Year, potential candidate, Tariq Woolen. I really feel like right now it could be either Sauce or Tariq Woolen. However, to me, I think it's going to be Sauce Gardner. So I am going to put Tariq Woolen here with Team of the Year. I think this card would be just amazing to see with Team of the Year. Super fast, good coverage, 6'4", would be awesome. 6 interceptions as well, tied for the most in the NFL. However, I do personally think that Sauce is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And with 5 interceptions this year, guys, Patrick Peterson put up a great stat line. Obviously, 2 of those interceptions being for this Team of the Week card will be a super hype card. And speaking of players with 6 interceptions, without a doubt, I feel like this has to be the free safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Would the card be good? I think it'd be pretty solid. Oh, it's strong safety. I am going to go with a rookie here with Jalen Petre, who had a lot of tackles, over 140 tackles, had a couple of interceptions as well, actually had a very good season. When I was looking through the strong safeties, I instantly thought of Justin Simmons, but he has a 94. Petre put up some great stats and only has a 92. As for the third down running back, guys, getting into the specialists, I'm going to go with Jerick McKinnon. He obviously had an incredible end to the year, and I feel like you'll probably get the third down back. It's usually a good pass catcher. As for the kicker, I believe it'll be Jason Myers, which you guys may be shocked. This is his only card in the game right now. Obviously, you think of Justin Tucker, but he has a pretty high overall, and Myers only has this 78. And the punter with the longest average yards per kick was Ryan Stonehouse, who has this 85-0 chill. I think he deserves it. And the final player, guys, I'm going to go with will be Kevontae Turpin for my Cowboys, of course. I'm going to go with him as the return man. I think this card could be really cool. I don't think it'll be, to be honest, maybe the most hyped card. However, if he does get 97 speed like Tyreek Hill has, and he should because he's super, super fast, and he gets Return Man for 0 AP, I'll tell you what. He'll be on my team, that's for sure. So that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like video, and of course hit that sub button down below. Don't forget to check out the new Underdog Fantasy Special. Don't miss out on that. Choose the team that you guys want to get for the booster. And with that being said, drop a like in the video, check out Underdog, use code ZIRK. See you guys next time. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.